Yeah, so this is a special edition we are doing for the people who are nominated for the awards, AC Awards on September 28th here in Edmonton for Northern Alberta. So what will you say is your major accomplishments that you are proud of for those who are watching and who don't know you?
But I don't know. I mean, it depends on which angle you want to take, a professional community.
Both.
Okay. But professionally, I think, as I said, I've, like Lucetta used to say, I'm one of the early settlers here in Alberta, uh, among the Francophone people here. Uh, it's been almost 4 decades I've been in the city here. Um, so I've professionally, I think, my background, I've got a PhD in microbiology from the University of Alberta, and I've worked in a pharmaceutical biotech industry. And my latest involvement was with the Alberta Innovates in terms of helping the province in its agenda for education and innovation. So we side of things, funding programs uh, that helped with research at universities and between companies and universities in sectors of nanotechnologies and biotech. Um, so with that, I had now recently, as you can see, I've been drawn into the leadership of the University of Alberta. As a senator, in the past 3 years, so I've completed my first term, which has been renewed for another 3. With a new mandate, now I'm also the representative of the Senate on the Board of Governors at University of Alberta, which I think is quite an achievement for some of us. So we're at the table where decisions are made about universities' orientations and so on. Uh, Lucetta was kind of teasing me and said, "Are you the only black on the table?" So I said, well, probably not, but it could be. So that's on our side. Other things I would say on the community side, I've been involved with the Afro-Canadian community in Alberta here for a long time. Um, and through that work, I've been drawn to sit on the board of Correctional Service of Canada, where I'm chairing the Regional Ethnocultural uh, Committee. It's an advisory committee to the to the regional deputy commissioner here in the Prairies. Being part of that too, I'm sitting on a national ethnocultural committee with where we're providing advice to the commissioner. So that has been an involvement I've had for over the last 6 years. Um, so we're working on that. Now, I just want to touch on the Senate part of it. One of the things I was interested in going in the Senate was they have an interesting program they call the U School program. And that program is primarily for working with less community that don't have less privileged communities, where the kids are looking at those schools where that there are a lot of those kids in the schools. And then the program is set for kids in grade 3 to grade 7. It could be in Aboriginal communities and less privileged communities. So they get involved, they get interest on kids to draw them, to bring them on campus, to expose them to the experience of being on campus, to let them know that education is for all, and there's an opportunity for them. So we bring some kids about for a week. They sit on campus and they go see different professors, different departments, and they get that experience of being on campus, and just to really get them kindle that interest that post-secondary education is all for everybody.
Okay, that's good. It seems you are doing a lot of stuff both professionally and community-wise. That's great. Anything else you want to add before we let you go your busy day? And looking forward to seeing you, of course, on September 28th at AC Awards 2024 in Edmonton. Anything else you want to share?
Yeah, one thing I like to share is I've always said this to my kids. It's one of my favorite phrases. They know that now. It's always to tell them that don't be a number. Especially as immigrants, when we come in this country, we have to make a mark. By not being a number, simply as we know, everything we do in this country is tied to a number. Social insurance number, ID is a number. But I think we have to make a mark in a society where your name is known. When people call Franklin, they know who you are and they know what you do in the community. So I think that's one thing I'd like to continue to encourage many of uh, our, our people to not see themselves in always a negative way, but we all have gifts. We have things we can contribute to our communities, and let's make a mark. And I think that's probably the best way I can describe this kind of encouragement. And I see this even in my times at universities. You know, we need to work together. When you see some people, like say from South Asia, Southeast Asia, they work in communities. They study together, but some of and you can see